pre-transplant, the difficult thing about having congenital heart disease is that it's invisible.
I've had 3 heart surgeries.
I had 3 heart surgeries too.
I've got HLHS, which is hypoplastic left heart syndrome.
I was born with half a heart.
I have a long one. It's a double outlet right ventricle, atrial septal defect, ventricular septal defect, mitral atresia, and a hypoplastic left ventricle. I've also had the Fontan procedure.
I actually had 2 Fontans. Single ventricle, basically, hypoplastic right ventricle, a double outlet right ventricle, coronary atresia, and a couple of other bits and pieces.
It's the left side of my heart isn't growing at the same rate as my right. Therefore, it doesn't develop as much. So my heart beats twice as fast to get the blood flow around my body.
Later in life, because of arrhythmias and everything that caused, I had an extracardiac revision Fontan. They resected a lot of my right atrium to try and get rid of a lot of the arrhythmias. Basically what that means is that blood returning from your body goes directly to your lungs, bypasses your heart completely, and then your heart as a unit pumps only to your body. The reality was that I still had a degree of heart failure, which over the next sort of 9 years declined.
So if your best mate said, "Hey Moose, what's that on your chest?" what would you tell him?
Got cut in half.
Got cut in half.
And I bet he would say, "That's pretty cool," wouldn't he?
I don't know about Mia, but when I was younger, I thought I was like the only one with like the heart condition. And then we would go on to heart kids camps.
Yeah.
And we would meet like 20 other people with the same condition.
Do they ever see your scar and ask about it?
Sometimes.
Yeah. In high school, you'd get changed into your gym gear or whatever for gym, and they'd be, "Oh, what's that?" It's like, had open heart surgery. Both in my primary school and high school in the same year level, there was another kid with the same scar. So it was like, hey, almost like an instant friend. Hey, what's going on there?
When I was in year 7, I had to move locker to a completely different, because the way we did it was in classes. So I had to move locker to the end of the hall because I was struggling to get up the steps. And I would be asked by the same couple of people over and over again, "Why are you here again?"
I have to take my medication called warfarin.
How long have you been taking warfarin for?
A year?
A year? Do you know how long I took it for? I took it for 27 years. Is that a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what warfarin does?
No.
It thins your blood, because when you have had a Fontan, they want your blood to be thinner so that you don't get any blood clots, because sometimes it can, move a little bit slowly and stuff. And so they're like, all right, there's a small risk, so we make it so that it doesn't happen.
I have to have finger pricks for my INR.
I mean, an INR is basically a measurement of how thin the blood is, and they want to keep it in a range so that it's within a therapeutic level, and if it goes higher, they're like, "Oh no, you might bleed out," and if it goes lower, they're like, "Oh no, you might stroke out." So, yeah.
Like my friends would ask for the first couple camps, "Why do you have medication?" It's like, "Oh, my heart." I just say, "My heart," because I didn't really, I was like in year 2, so I didn't really know as much as I do now. Nowadays, just go, "It's my heart medication." It just basically saves my life.